Hi, welcome to Peer Counseling with Florida Virtual School. We are so excited to have you, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We first want to welcome you to the class and tell you a little bit about us. Our names are Mrs. Pitts and Mrs. Shodas, and we co-teach together. We have been co-teaching at Florida Virtual School since 2009. We teach both Algebra 1 as well as peer counseling. Along the process, we've become best friends. Our family has become best friends. We do a lot of activities together, and we love what we do here at Florida Virtual School. Here's a few pictures of us. Mrs. Shodas is on the left in the pictures. Mrs. Pitts is on the right. And up at the very top, you can see two of our little princesses. Miss Sophie, she is in the pink shirt, and that's Miss Shodas' little girl. And Mallory's on the right, and that is Mrs. Pitts' little girl. So, like I said, we're excited to have you. This video is just going to go over a few quick items in the peer counseling class. And there is something at the end that I need you to do. So hang tight. I promise it'll be quick. When you first log into the course, you're going to want to check out the menu bar. It's the top bar located at the top of the page. You're going to want to click on the little square that looks like three little lines in the square. You're going to click on that, and it's going to open up your main menu. In the main menu, there are several things that you need to be aware of. The lessons. The lessons is right there, and that's where you'll actually learn your material. The assessments. This is where you're going to go to actually submit your work. And the grade book. The grade book is going to be where you can check your assignments that you've completed, and you can also resubmit. The little house on the black bar is going to always bring you back to our home page or our announcement page. So you can always click that to get back to where you started when you logged in. And then you'll want to check your email either by clicking the little envelope on the top of the bar, or you can simply click email located in the main menu. So on that main menu, we have the lesson. The lesson again is where you are going to actually go. You're going to read the information. This is where you're going to learn the material. This is also going to tell you where or how to, what you need to submit, the directions for your assignment. There are videos in the lessons, so you're going to want to make sure that you pay attention to that. And you're going to want to go through the lessons carefully so that you make sure you're not missing anything. The assessments is where you actually go to submit your work. You submit things for credit for the first time by submitting them in the assessment section. However, once you've submitted your assignments, you can always go to your grade book to review those assignments, resubmit assignments if you're not happy with your grade, and that's also where you can check your grade at any time. So getting started, you're going to go to first your lessons. When you click on lessons, you're going to see this open up. We have 5 modules in peer counseling. The first one is called Believe. So you're going to click on Believe, and you're going to go to that first lesson. When you get in there, you're going to notice that our lessons have multiple pages. This particular lesson has 10 total pages. So you're going to want to make sure you're clicking the arrows up in the upper right-hand corner so that you're going through every page of the lesson. As mentioned before, some of the lessons do have videos in them. You're going to want to make sure that you're clicking that play button in the video so that you get to hear everything that's being said. This particular video is by Maui. He's the creator of the course, and he's a great guy. He's an amazing person, and he has several videos throughout. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you're listening to what he has to say. And lastly in the lesson, the very last page tells you what your assignment is. So this is where you're going to actually find what your assignment needs to be. Once you've completed that assignment, you're going to click on Assessments from the main menu, and you're going to see your assignments listed. Notice here we have 2 assignments highlighted in yellow. We have Segment Pretest Espanol and Segment Exam Espanol. Espanol means it's Spanish. So if you don't deal with Spanish, Spanish isn't your first language, you can just skip those. You can just take the regular pretest and the regular segment exam in English. But if you want to, you definitely do have that option of taking it in Spanish. Also notice there's an arrow next to a discussion-based assessment. That's an assignment that's actually done over the phone with me. So when you get ready to get to that point to complete the discussion-based assessment, what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you schedule an appointment. All you have to do is on the announcement page when you log into the course, you will see where at the top it says click below to schedule an appointment. To do that, all you do is click where it says book now and you schedule your appointment. Now here's the important thing. You don't have to wait on us or wait on your appointment time to continue working. You can continue working in the course and then we'll go back to the discussion-based assessment once your appointment has been scheduled. Now, on the announcement page, when you click that little home button, you're going to see a lot of resources. You also are going to see where you can schedule an appointment for the course, and you see some other things, resources. We have live lessons. We have a lot of great things, so you're going to want to check that out. All right, so here is something very important. In this course, you need to make sure that you do your own work. We call this academic integrity. This means that the work that you submit has to be authentic. It cannot be copied from other students' work. Just so you know, we do have tools that help us make sure that your work is your work. So when you submit an assignment, we have a program that runs it through our system to see does it match anything else that has been submitted into Florida Virtual School, and doesn't match anything from the internet. So you want to make sure you're doing your own work. And just a heads up, if you get caught copying from another student or cheating from a website, it can result for you having proctored exams where someone actually sits with you while you take a test. So you don't want that to happen. Make sure that you are doing your All right, so here's some important information for you to know. A course requirement here at Florida Virtual School, so this really applies to all courses, not just peer counseling, is that you must work actively in the course for 2 weeks before we can give you the password for the final exam or before we can issue your final grade. There are absolutely no exceptions with that requirement. So if you are a senior who needs this course for graduation, or maybe you just are in a different grade but you need the class done by a certain date, know that we cannot issue your grade until 2 weeks. That's 14 days from your first submitted assignment. So you do need to work actively for 2 weeks. You don't have to, you can take longer than 2 weeks if you want to, but the shortest amount of time you can take is 2 weeks. So if you think that the 2-week plan is what you want, you may want to take a look at this, maybe pause the video, take a picture of this with your cell phone, or maybe just write it down. Here is a suggested pace to complete the course in 2 weeks, which is the minimum amount of time. We suggest that maybe the first week you start off day 1 just doing the entrance survey and the pretest, and then throughout the week you work through the first half of the course through lesson 5. Then for week 2 is when you could do the discussion-based assessment, and then you finish up, and on day 14 you can take that segment exam, and then we can issue the grade. So what you may want to do is, once you kind of get towards the end of your first week, then you can go ahead and schedule an appointment for the following week for your discussion-based assessment. And then for that second week, you can just go ahead and you can finish up working in the course and finish it off on that last day 14 with your segment exam. That is the quickest you can get the course done, and that is the 2-week plan. However, if you want to do the traditional plan, if you want to take 3, 4, or 5 weeks, perfectly fine. The longest it should take you is the 5 weeks. So here you can see a picture of the traditional plan. Again, this, you don't have to do it this way. This is just a suggestion. You may want to take a screenshot of it or take a picture. But this is the slowest it should really take you, where week 1, you do the entrance survey, pretest, lessons 1 and 2, and then you go through, and then the last week would be, of course, the last 2 lessons and finishing it up with your exit survey and final exam. However, like I said, if you want to just take 3 weeks, then you can mix that up. You can do it for 4 weeks, whatever works. This is just a couple of suggestions. All right, so what now? Now it is time to get you started. So what you're going to do is you are going to send us a text message. Here is our number, 802-322-3587. You are going to send us the confirmation code DANCE PARTY. That just lets us know that you did indeed watch this presentation all the way to the end. So you're going to send us confirmation code DANCE PARTY. You're going to include your first and last name as well as your cell phone number, your parent or guardian's name and their number. However, if you do not have a cell phone or you cannot text, not a worry. All you need to do is you can email us from within the course. Just make sure that you put your name, the best number to contact you, and then the best number to reach a parent or guardian. So again, you're going to send us confirmation code DANCE PARTY, your first and last name and cell number, parent's last name and cell number to 802-322-3587, or send us an email if you can't text. And we look forward to having you in peer counseling. We hope that you enjoy it.